He's just, had a taste of everything tonight. Couple jumpers, beautiful lefty mid-air layup, and then he's had some struggles as well. Missed a couple easy jumpers. Here he's unable to get himself into the offense. And, he recognizes that there's going to be nights like that. But not on his night.
No, it's not supposed to be. Well, again, as we mentioned before, all the people here will say he scored 40 about 10 years from now.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't there the last night Michael played, he had 40. Right now, the number that's most important is the number on the clock. As time is running out on the Wizards, that still belongs to the Bulls.
Here's this move that I've been waiting to see. Now watch his head fake. He gives Jalen Rose that head fake, and how many times have you seen this head fake? He's the originator of that move. There's no question about it. He's the first guy that I saw pull that little head fake off. And now you see Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant. It's a large part of their games, particularly in the post area.
Robinson just flies up on that jump shot. When he jumps so high, his jumper's almost coming down.
Exactly.
Against the Bulls, Michelle, I know Michael told you it's very difficult to play against this team.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier, but I think it's worth retelling. He said he has a tough time. It's a sensitive issue to come in here with the same killer instinct against his old team that he plays with in every other game. But he also said he wants to leave this building as a winner, and he'll do what it takes to get there. He's got, 226 in which to do it, John.
And Stackhouse trying to help the cause out, but Jalen Rose is back there to say none of that.
And I like the fact that Jalen Rose, again, gave that ball up when he saw the double team coming. Brunson just unable to knock down that jumper. But that's what you have to love about the great players in this league. You have a responsibility to make other players around you better.
Cowboys got 10 blocked shots in this game. Hughes goes in and gets it +1. Bulls having a great night. 32 assists. That's a season high for them.
And that shows you a team that's sharing the basketball. Here's Larry Hughes doing a tremendous job coming down the lane, gets that contact, and has the concentration and focus to put that ball off the glass with touch.
Hughes with a chance to get this to a 5-point game. Boy, that was short. You could see that from the time it left his hand. Teron Lue chases it down. Jordan goes up to the glass and scores.
I think he's just picking his spots to show his brilliance.
Save it for the last couple of minutes. That's what everybody here is used to seeing. It's got to be a little bit surreal for the Bulls as well, as the fans respond by cheering. Michael Jordan pulling the Wizards within 4. Oh, bad pass. Donyell Marshall couldn't get it.
Yeah, but that's nothing new for Michael either, John. He used to go to packed houses in hostile territory, and the fans would be cheering like crazy for him.
Jordan goes to the line. I remember I mentioned before working for the Toronto Raptors, and the very first game we did was against the Bulls and Michael Jordan. And the next day, we see his career against the Bulls. The next day after our first telecast, John Sally, who was playing for the Raptors at the time, came up to Leo Rutenzai and said, "You guys realize that you're working for Toronto, right?" He said, "I listened to the replay of the game. It sounded like you guys were the Bulls announcers. You were so excited about Jordan."
Everybody was excited, and remember those kind of plays there, cutting along the baseline. He used to finish those with emphatic dunks.
And we've got a 2-point game, folks, with an 8-0 run for the Washington Wizards. And the Wizards were within 2. There's 6 minutes left in the second half when it was 34-32. It's Michael Jordan's final game here in Chicago, where he helped hoist 6 championship trophies and banners. John Saunders, Sean Elliott, and Michelle Tafoya here in the final minute 46. And Sean, in a game like this, as we talked about before, when you are a young team, these situations are more difficult.
They're a lot more difficult because who's your leader on the team? Your leader needs to step up, keep everybody calm, and really direct traffic out there on the floor. Let everybody know, hey, this is a valuable possession. We got to get a good shot here. We got to clamp down on defense, and a lot of young teams don't understand it.
Jalen Rose, you figure, has got to be the guy. There's a bump. There was a foul to give for Washington. And so now they'll be into the penalty the rest of the way.
And also young players don't embrace the pressure. especially in the last minute. You have guys like Michael throughout his career. He embraced the pressure. He fed off of it. When the game was on the line, he only got better. And that takes time. You can't learn that in your first 2 or 3 years.
Whoa. Jerry Stackhouse almost ended up in our lap. Turned over. Jordan had it. Fizer with some strength goes and takes it right to the iron.
He just put on a strongman performance in the fourth quarter. He just flexing those muscles.
17 fourth-quarter points for Marcus Fizer.
And he's outguarding Larry Hughes on the perimeter.
Stackhouse shoots over Fizer, rattles around, no good. Donyell Marshall with the rebound.
That good-looking shot, just can't get it to fall for Jerry Stackhouse. But the Wizards still have a lot of time here.
Doug Collins was out there quickly to say, just calm down. We've got all the time in the world. Clock is at 7. Fizer outside. Swings it. Brunson won't stay down. Hughes goes after the rebound and comes out of there with it. Hughes wants to go right to the goal. Lost it. It'll still belong to Washington.
And, John, I'm going to ask you, who was guarding Fizer on that possession? A very key possession. Michael Jordan's guarding him on the perimeter.
After Marcus Fizer has schooled just about everyone else wearing a blue jersey down there. 17 of the Bulls, 25 points in this quarter.
Just showing his strength down low. He's been dominant, doing a great job of sealing players. Here it is, the seal, Kwame Brown. Just doesn't have enough strength right now to stay with this guy in the paint. He's doing a tremendous job of shielding the defenders from the basketball, using all that upper body strength. He's been overpowering anybody that's been asked to guard him.
8 of 13 from the field and 18 points, but 17 of them in this quarter. Stackhouse finds Hughes, wants a closer look, glides to the glass, comes up empty and wonders what happened to the whistle.
Donyell Marshall did a great job of contesting with those long arms.
And Washington forced into a situation where they had to foul. Hughes finally does reach in. And into the penalty. That'll send Donyell Marshall up to the line. Well, he's one of the better free throw shooters for this team. The foul to give. And we're down to the final 27 seconds, and Washington needs to make up 5 points.
Oh, they need a bucket here in a hurry. Don't have a lot of time to try to set up something.
Stackhouse takes it right at the goal. Short, Donyell Marshall gets his 12th rebound of the game.
A well-designed play. You get the shot that you want. You put the ball in the hands of the guy who can, Marcus Fizer, really the big story tonight. He's been the guy who was playing hard.
Tyronn Lue takes it hard to the goal. And it's 5 again. Final 10 seconds here. Laettner fouls Brunson.
But that's exactly what it's about. A lot of young teams, again, we can talk about this over and over again, but they're more concerned with the glamorous part of the game, putting up numbers, seeing yourself on the highlight film. But in order to do that, you've also got to play defense. You've got to share the basketball. You have to do all the little things that aren't so glamorous, the dirty work. You need guys to help each other out, draw charges, rebound the basketball, box people out.
And Bobby Simmons comes in for Michael Jordan as Doug Collins. The theatrics. Sean, you could talk about the scoring titles and the championships. And one of the things that stands out for me with Michael Jordan, over the course of his career, 8 times he played all 82 games. 81 once, 80 and 78. The durability and the fact that he knew he had to be on the floor every night stands out.
Especially the way he played the game.
Extremely difficult. He comes up short this time around as the Bulls win it, 104-97. Coming up, a rematch of the 2002 NBA Finals, the Lakers and the Nets. For Sean Elliott, Michelle Tafoya, and our entire ESPN2 crew, I'm John Saunders. Right now, let's take you out to Dave O'Brien, Tom Tolbert, and Sal Masekela, Nets and the Lakers.
There's a kaboom. 63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Michael Jordan wins the slam dunk event here in Chicago.
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it!
A spectacular move by Michael Jordan. The Chicago Bulls have won
their first ever NBA championship. Here's Jordan for three. Yes! Michael indicating he can't believe it. Jordan, yes! And it counts!
It's time for me to move away from the game of basketball. The word retire means you can do anything you want.
Michael Jordan is returning.
4 in 6 years. The tears are flowing. Now to one. Here's Jordan. Yes! Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it?
Michael as a Bull, and tonight he returned to the house that he built. Jordan getting ready before the game.
Carolina at guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan.
The ovation for Michael, more than 3 minutes. He even grabbed the microphone and dressed
It's truly
everyone.
been a pleasure. You guys have given me great pleasure to play here in the city of Chicago. My heart will always be here in Chicago. I love you all. Still support the Chicago Bulls. Thank you for support over the years. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Jordan, the last.
Unbelievable that guy ever left Chicago. They let him get away. Anyway, in the game, Michael Jordan, the jumper, and then the kiss off the glass. Greg Anthony, great move here.
This is Pat. Unfortunately, wasn't able to finish, but a great move. And then, again, he didn't play as well as he would have liked. I'm sure the emotions had a lot to do with it, but you got to take your hats off to the Chicago Bulls for that.
Meanwhile, Marcus Fizer played well, leading the Bulls. Fizer, 11 points in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan leaving the game because, you know what, even though the Wizards lose, that didn't matter. It was all about Michael and the magic of his final game in Chicago. Michael Jordan has scored fewer than 12 points just 5 times in 666 career regular season games in Chicago, and 2 of those have come in the last 23 days. He had 5 points as a Wizard in the first half. As a Wizard, the other obviously came as a member of the Bulls. We'll hear from Michael a little bit later and others involved in that game.